This one's for all the people that have gone through their fair share of struggles in life. You know, at first I was so hard on myself because when I very first started to work through myself, somebody had made a comment to me saying that it wasn't my fault. And I was like, what do you mean it wasn't my fault? I put forth the actions to make it my fault. But then they stopped and said, you were doing the best you could with what you had in that given moment. And I still struggled with that because I didn't understand it. But now I realize it. Because it comes down to, if I knew what I knew now, and if I had the perspective that I have now, I would have never made those choices in my past. So now I can say, thank you for them. Thank you for those lessons, because if I didn't go through what I've gone through, I would not be the person that I am today. And I wouldn't have the mindset that has pushed me to seek something so much pure and deeper within inside my own subconscious through God. By searching for God, I found myself. Sometimes, you know, your world around you is still going to test you. You're still going to have to show up, and you're still going to have to push through whatever situations that you're going through. But it's within those moments of things attacking you that you use the new empowered you with the new perspective to transpire a new result. It's not easy because sometimes our feelings are triggered from our past and we subside into repeated cycles, not knowing that you're doing it, thinking that you're putting your best foot forward, but also realizing that sometimes you're doing it in a manner that is mindless. And it's not your fault, because you're just out here living and experiencing. That's why it's so important for you to be able to come back to yourself. That's why it's so important for you to understand any situation that you're in that is very difficult for you, that it's okay to take your time with it. It's okay to sit a whole entire day and thinking that you're going to do something with the situation and not do anything with it. Give yourself grace. Time to process without putting out something out of reaction. Because it's easy to do. It's easier to just go and react because we've learned all that we've learned from our past. But what we don't really realize is that what we've learned from our past is what keeps us in the cycles. Limiting beliefs, everything. You have to go within yourself to find what is right for you. And you tell yourself what is right for you. It feels good. It makes logical sense to you. And it doesn't have to please the other person. But if you know you're good and you know you're doing what's right for the collective, then there's no shame in what you know is true for you. And yes, it's okay to express your authenticity, meaning when situations hit you hard, it's okay to go in and express your feelings about them. Because yeah, it's a release. You have to be able to let it go. And in order to do that, sometimes it's just easier to vent. But we got to be careful who we vent to, because not everybody in this world is meant for us. And especially when we vent and we're just trying to hear our own thoughts to come up with a solution, and you know that that person is checked out and doesn't really care, know that you can go sit within yourself to find God and to say all of those things to yourself. Stand in front of a mirror. Video yourself. Whatever it is that you need to process. Be strong enough to not have to go to other people for every little crisis that you have. Learn to regulate yourself. I'm going through some battles still. You know, just because I found God and just because I have this mindset and projecting out there to this world that, hey, you can live a better you, doesn't mean that the attacks of the world are ever going to stop. It's what you do with them. It's the lessons that you've learned in your past to not repeat the same cycles. And sometimes we get caught up because sometimes we're just absorbed in the worldly side of what we're experiencing. And it's hard to get out of it. It's hard to bring back all of your energy and see it for what it truly is. Read your story like a book. I mean, that's the whole purpose of the Bible. You know, I can never help any person out here intentionally. By going out here, knowing that I have a friend that needs help, and knowing that I know that I've been through exactly what they've been through, and trying to help them. I can't do that. That's not my job. My job is simply to be a good human being, and when situations arise, be there for comfort. Be there for understanding. Let them know that they're going to be okay and that they can work through it. That's all we're supposed to do here inside this life. We are not supposed to insert ourselves in other people's worlds. It's for them to figure out, not for you. Because sometimes you have already figured it out. That's why sharing your story is it's the biggest therapy that you can give somebody. So that way they can see, hey, damn, this person's been through a lot. And if she's been through that, I can get through it. Or if you feel like you're not strong enough to get through it, know that there's hope that somebody else did get through it. You know, when I say I've been through a lot, I have been through a good experience in this life. But like I said, it's taught me all the lessons to be who I am today. You know, I'm here for people to want to love themselves more. I'm here to just direct people towards the Bible, to search for it for yourself. Hold yourself accountable. And when you have no idea what the heck I'm talking about, scroll past, because it's not for you. And that's okay. Who I'm meant to speak to will hear it. And I know that. So I'm just going to keep going. And I'm going to keep working through the battles and keep progressing myself forward in this life with a higher consciousness, and holding myself accountable through it all. And showing myself love, taking care of me, because it's important. You're always enough in this life, and you're always able to bring back your own energy. And it's okay for you to be reactive, but be smart about how you react. Enjoy your experience here, and know that majority of it, the attacks are not really coming from you. Keep going, guys. You know, keep awakening your soul. Keep awakening your awareness of yourself and who you are. Find your authenticity, because that is what is going to lead you into your own awakening, your own understanding of life in general. Keep going. It's worth it.